first step in my workflow is to develop a concept and plan for the commercial. This involves meeting with the client and researching the product, understanding its key features and benefits, and identifying the target audience. Then I create a storyboard to outline the key scenes and transitions in the commercial, ensuring that it tells a cohesive story that showcases the product in the best possible light. Most of the times, I begin creating the storyboard straight away in Blender. I create simple scene with simple object representing the product and looking for best positions and transitions for the camera. Then I export viewport render and import it to my storyboard, where I add additional details about the camera movements, sounds, and any necessary details. Once the concept is finalized, I move on to modeling and texturing the product in Blender. This involves creating a detailed 3D model of the product and then applying textures and materials to make it look as realistic as possible. Once the product is fully modeled and textured, I move on to animation. This involves creating keyframe animations to bring the product to life, showing off its features and benefits in an engaging way. I pay close attention to the timing and pacing of the animations to ensure that they are smooth and fluid. If you already have the music for the final video, now it's a great time to import the music into Blender and sync the animation transitions and camera movements with the sound. In this part, I am working on the final lighting and environment. If it's not required by the product, I am avoiding of using HDRI lighting, because HDRI images are affecting the performance of the rendering and slowing it down. The best way is to simulate lighting with area lights, point lights, or spotlight. Always remember, the more lights you add, the more calculations the computer will have to make. After lighting and props are on set, I am proceeding to the rendering part. Getting the final video involves rendering out individual frames of the animation, which can take a considerable amount of time depending on the complexity of the scene. I always render image sequences and use batch files to automate the rendering process as much as possible, so I don't have to manually open each scene and render it separately. Once rendering is finished, I put all sequences together into final video. And there you have it, my workflow for creating 3D animated product commercials. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this.